There are many different ideas about what is the root cause of sin. According to the Church Fathers, and based on what we read in St. Paul's epistle to the Romans, the root cause of sin is ingratitude. In Romans 1, Paul says that the glory of God, His divine majesty, should be evident in all of creation, and the human race, reflecting on this glory, should have offered up to God an unceasing hymn of praise. But Paul says, even though His divine glory was evident to us in the created world, we looked to the created world as an end in and of itself, rather than reaching out for God through the created world. And Paul says that we did not glorify God, nor were we thankful. Adam and Eve could eat of any fruit of the garden except for one, and rather than being grateful for the abundance that God gave them, they focused on the one thing that they couldn't have. And because of their ingratitude for the abundance of God's blessings, they partake of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, placing humanity under the tyranny of sin and shame and death. One of the ways that we overcome the influence of sin in our life is to cultivate within us a spirit of gratitude, to embrace what God has given us with thanksgiving, rededicating it to His service, and receiving it back from Him in that action with even more blessings and more abundance. So it's no coincidence that the main act of worship that Christians do when they gather together is called the giving of thanks, in Greek, Eucharistia, the Eucharist. Our entire spiritual journey is a continuing return to offering God gratitude, to thanking Him. And as Paul says in Romans 1, we did not glorify God, nor were we thankful. The way that we express our gratitude is by offering God glory. And so the doxin orthodox means glory. We offer God correct glory. We define ourselves as people who glorify God, and that glory springs out of grateful hearts. Modern science has caught up with God's people, speaking about the benefits of gratitude, both physical and emotional. We've known about these benefits, along with the spiritual benefits of gratitude, for a very, very long time. Above all else, it is important for us to cultivate gratitude in our hearts, looking at the day and naming something that we're thankful for, even just one thing. This is all part of our spiritual healing. Because, as Father Alexander Schmemann said, anyone who is capable of giving thanks is capable of salvation and eternal joy.